When was the last time you escaped? When was the last time you're like, you know what? I need a break. When was the last time that you ate? When was the last time you need to go somewhere and just be great? I need an escape right now. And normally around October, I would be escaping for my birthday on an island somewhere, being half naked, soaking up some natural vitamin D, sipping on a mojito, and just relaxing and woosine and just being the great American that I am and forcing myself to take a vacation because I owe it to my health, my strength, my body, my mental, my spirit.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. So what did I do? I went around the corner to the hotel, went from a room to a room, and did a staycation. But it is okay because even that staycation was amazing.
Amen. We need that. I was talking about that last night. I mean, what was it last night? Actually, no. See how tired I am? I was talking about it today. Thinking it was last night, but it's been today. Yeah, I got to put some cucumbers in
Right?
my eyes.
Ah, ah.
This baby girl up 3 o'clock in the morning on a tablet.
Mm.
I was like, why do I keep on here? Up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. I'm like, and I thought it was my son.
Mhm.
I was wrong. It was baby girl hiding under the covers. She had to come back downstairs to get the tablet, the charger for the iPad. Because she was playing. I said, this little girl made me hurt. But I was saying today when I was booking my trip, I already booked my trip, but I changed my flight
Mhm.
because I extended my trip because I really needed like a vacation. Like I'm like I just came from Turks, but I was still business. It wasn't just me chilling without checking up on clients. So when I was talking to my husband, he's like, "Just add another day." I was like, "Yes, I just want to add another day." So I went and called the airlines to see if I can just change my flights. What will be the difference and stuff? Oh, no charge, Miss Lee. We're just going to change it for it's just next day, same flight, same everything. It's okay.
Mhm.
Called, paid extra money to stay at this property, and then God, he's so good, y'all. I was like, let me double check everything because everything looked exactly the same, right?
Mhm.
But the last page wasn't exactly the same. So
Mm.
I already knew I had a connecting flight because most flights are connecting in Miami now. So I knew I was connected in Miami. So everything was exactly the same. But that connected flight from Miami to New York, that wasn't the same as my original flight. So they had me coming in on Tuesday and not Monday. So I was like, oh no, oh no. So I called them right back. And I was like, no. They're like, oh, ma'am, we don't have any flights. I don't know what. There must have been a miscommunication. I thought it was no miscommunication. She said a direct flight. I understand where she probably got confused, but you guys need to fix this. Do you want me to get absolutely? I want you to get a supervisor. I can't be
Mhm.
coming the next day. Like what? I said I didn't even get a hotel or nothing. Like what do you think I'm gonna get sitting out? I think I quite
Wait.
enough.
So your trip was only supposed to be a day?
No, I added a day. So I was going from Thursday to Sunday. But I'm like, you know what? Because I'm coming in. I land in Grenada like around 3. So I
When
was
is
like,
it?
remember, I'm going in 2 weeks.
No, go.
I know. But I'm going in 2 weeks. So I would land in Grenada at like 3 something. So I said, by the time I get to my hotel and everything, it'll be like 4 or 5. So the whole day kind of be long. So I will only have Saturday on Friday and Saturday. I'm like, no, I need another day.
Mhm.
So, I discussed it with my husband because he's coming with me. I was like, hey, you want to do another day? He was like, yes, I know. Right? One plus one. And so I was doing all the arrangements to add an extra day. And then, all this was happening. I had to pay all this money for the extra day because we're staying at Sandals Properties, guys, and I will do a tutorial about all that.
Windows property. Sorry,
No,
later.
you were there last year. I took you, so don't act like I don't be taking you with me. Thank you. So yeah, I looked at the page, and it was like coming back Tuesday afternoon. I was like, no, like, oh my god, my blood pressure went to the roof. So I was like, no. Got back on the phone with them. I'm like, excuse me, something's not right here. I was just talking to you guys, and you switched my flight. Said it was the exact same flight. This is not the exact same flight.
Mm-mm.
Oh man, I said you're gonna have to figure something out. I'm like, she said we want to go to. I said I could go to LaGuardia, Newark, White Plains, Hartford. Figure it out. I need to be back on the 16th, not the 17th. I'm not getting another hotel arrangement. I got kids. No, don't, girl. They figured it out though, but I was so livid. I was like, no, I want the supervisor, whoever. Y'all need to fix this because I already spent all the money. They fix it. So it's important, guys, to pay attention to detail because somebody will tell you something, even a professional. That was the airlines. I don't work for them.
Mm-hmm.
And God was like, look at the second page because everything looked exactly the same. But I was like, and it was not exactly the same. Girl, but it's important to pay attention. It really is. It's important to pay attention to detail because people will tell you something and you look at the documentation, it's totally different.
Yeah,
Even
just like
as a
when it
travel
came
professional.
to your YouTube, remember? What's happening? What is going on? And how come I don't see my stuff? And I know I put it. I'm just
Yeah, thank God for Chief Quest. I swear, I'm not good. Like, tell them the story, Quest. So you want me to tell them the story?
it's just
Yes, he is.
because we like to put the videos on YouTube. So for the ones who may not be friends with us on the Facebook, or it's just only smart marketing wise to be on multiple platforms. And on top of that, we're actually going to be on other TV series too and television shows because we live like that. Get lit with So it's only smart for us to at least put it on YouTube as well. And the special one over here was like, I can't find the shows. I can't find the shows. I know I added them. I know I added them. I'm just like, I see shows. Those ain't all the shows. Where's all the shows? I see it, but I don't see it. I see it, but I don't see it. I was like, you know what? Let me see what you see. Okay. So with me looking very carefully, like you're supposed to do when it comes to details, contracts or whatever, I noticed that the reason why she didn't see the rest of the shows because she was adding it to her other YouTube page. Whitney's Escapes versus Whitney Escapes LLC or versus Whitney Lee. You got to be very mindful of little things like that to try to figure out what is going on. Details is everything. That's the same thing with my music program that I teach with some of my fellow colleagues. It's all about breaking things down and showing artists the fine print. Because if you don't pay attention to the fine print, you're going to screw yourself over. And that's including traveling.
Because guys, I have like 6 different emails. And I'm like, yo, I'm uploading all my videos. I'm like, I'm going to my YouTube page and my new videos ain't up there, but I see it on the background. And Chloe's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, look at my screen. I don't see it. She said, because you upload them on your personal page. Like, I was like, I'm like, yo, I know I'm looking at it. Am I going crazy? But I tell you, like, that's not my thing. She caught it. I didn't catch it because I'm like, yo, I don't see it. I see it here. I went to my YouTube. It was crazy. It was funny. But now I'm like, okay, now I know. When you have multiple emails and stuff like that, platforms, you got to make sure you put it on the right one so you don't have to go crazy after it.
Absolutely.
And I do that with my travel stuff. Like, I caught that. Like, as soon as I got the phone, when they sent me my confirmation email, I was like, no, this is not right. If I had just breezed through it, everything would have seemed like it was correct until I saw that the date has changed. I said, oh, no, that's not happening. But things changed. So that was great.
We ain't doing it. And
I was like, I don't want to see this. Yeah, I don't want to see the other Whitney. Okay, I have been delivered. Have a family now, so I think twice before I act. But they was about to get another Whitney that they wasn't about to ready for, and I wasn't even ready to go down that line. But if I had been stuck, because then, like, I already had rearranged for my kids, who's gonna watch them, all that good stuff. Like, now you're just messing up the whole thing. But it is what it is. Days, and we all need to escape. And once again, guys, to my ladies,
hey, ladies,
this is the last week to register for the retreat. We need by Sunday. I was excited, but I'm gonna push it to Sunday. I need my final head count, ladies. So please, if you're interested, if you're coming, please reach out because, like I said, we have vendors, we have speakers, we have a time frame, we have a DJ. We have giveaways. We want to make sure that we do everything professionally and prompt on time. We need time to make sure that we have everything that we want to give you, ladies, and have enough of everything for you. So if I don't have a proper head count, it's hard for me to move properly and make everything run smoothly and professionally. We're not gonna be up here like, we're gonna have a good time, but it's still a business. We still have professionals who's coming spending their time, and we want to make sure that we're respecting their time and they're respecting yours. And plus, we have wonderful things we want to give to you guys. So I want to make sure that I have enough things that I can give away just off because I like giving stuff away. But I just want to make sure you ladies have a great time. So please, please register this week. And even so, like, if you want to come, but you might not get paid the next week, or whatever the case may be, because only $25. We know life happens, circumstances, but communicate. Communication is key. If I'm like, okay, you never know. We might have someone sponsor. Last week, David sponsored someone. As long as we know we have people and we have people sponsoring, you could be one of those people who we can probably have sponsored. But if you don't communicate with us, there's nothing we can do about it. So please, if you're interested, which you should be, because it's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to have the DJ, we're going to have the therapist, we're going to have the beauty con, we have the specialist, we have the travel professional, budget person. We just have a whole bunch we got special guests that I don't want to mention, just want to keep it under wraps. So the women who do come, like, oh my God, you'll see them talking about it later. But ladies, please register this week so we can have a proper account. Even if you pay this week or not, but I just really need all the registration so that I can see how many people are really coming so we can conduct ourselves accordingly. Absolutely. That's my little spiel.
Absolutely. But that's another thing. A lot of people don't feel comfortable with communicating or saying that they're going through something or having financial situations. And that always stems back to not knowing who you can trust or not being secure within yourself. Be like, I would love to, but right now I just don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And even though it may seem that simple, it's really not that easy for everyone. And that's why we always strive to be understanding, calm, nice, polite, humble people. So you're comfortable when coming to us for anything, even with our personal services. Like with me, I do a lot in the entertainment industry, and this is how I, get my bread and butter. But I tell people that if there's certain services that you want, but you don't have the money, just talk to me and communicate with me, because then they'll find out that I do, what is it called when you pay a little bit at a time?
Payment plans, layaway?
Yes, pay away.
Some businesses do. Like I can lay over payment plans, or you pay a little bit before you go. You can whatever category they feel familiar with. It's still the same thing. Layaway and payment plans are almost like exactly the same.
Payment plan, or I'll do like a deposit, and then we can move forward that way. That just let me know that you genuinely want my services, and I genuinely want to help you. We understand it's a business, so let's just work together. That's the same thing I used to do with certain events that I will have to host and perform. Yes, you should have in your budget for everything you want to have a part of your events, which is true. But sometimes it ain't always like that. And you really hoping that whatever you get through the door, you can pay them with. So I'm like, look, cover my traveling expenses, room and board, the actual fee for the performance. If you don't have it right now, you can just give it to me later, depending on who you are. You have to build that relationship. Because I understand how it is. Same thing with traveling. You have to be realistic with your travel agent and be like, look, I really want to go somewhere. These are certain things I want to do. Realistically, this is what I want to pay. So then you can't get shocked that if they find something for you, well, this is not what I wanted. Well, according to that $3 budget, this is all you can afford. Okay? So you really can't get mad because it's not about, well, this is what I want to work with, so you make it happen. You have to be realistic with it.
Preach, girl.
You have to be realistic with it. And that's the same thing. People trying to have $1 million wedding on a $500 budget. That's not realistic. And then they're going to look at you like, well, you know how to make it happen. Yeah. I did. I will send you to Motel 6 where they keep the light on for a week. And you can go enjoy something. Go.
Let them know, Quest. At the end of the day, it is a business, it is services. You're paying for people's time, it's people's expertise. And like I said, everything ain't always a dollar amount, but you gotta remember, people gotta eat too. If this is my business, how I survive, you can always expect me to give 100% handouts, but I can also respect that we all are human beings. Life happens to all of us. But if you're a genuine person, you build that rapport, it's easy to say, let's figure out something. Let's, I have sponsors at this, but if you're not communicating, how can we help each other out? So that's another reason why that makes me want to segue a little bit on this interview I saw, even though it was a while ago, but it was very awakening. So I saw the T.I. and you know how T.I. has a podcast, whatever.
Uh-huh.
He was interviewing Tyler Perry before the pandemic and stuff happened, and Tyler Perry was talking about how he was focusing when he first came out. He just focused on his people, mainly Black women. You know what I'm saying? Because Black women held him down. You know, before he went to Hollywood, because he didn't know how to do all that type of stuff. He already had a great following, a great this, and he just catered to, you know, the African American community.
Uh-huh.
And we were loyal to him, so he was loyal to us. But it made me think about something. And I hope people comment. I hope some females, even later, or save this for our talk, whatever. But I want to hear some women's point of view about this. I understand and get, you know how they say Black women don't come together. That's a stereotype. All stereotype has some type of truth, which is true. But we do come together for Black men. So why don't we come together for each other? Don't just bluff out. I want people to really ponder on that question. Like, we would go to death for a Black male, which is nothing wrong with that. But why won't we extend that same, you know, respect and love to our Black sisters?
Want me to answer?
No. I want the people to think about it, and hopefully they comment. You know, today, whatever, when we read back our comments, just think about that, because I was speaking to a couple of females. I was like, you know what, that's true. Thinking about it, that's really true. And I was like, even when they say like, and he was saying how Black people need to make sure we're professional and on time, just when people do want to use your services, they will continue to come to you and stuff like that.
You said the same thing too on another show. Okay.
Yeah, it's so true though, because I had experienced that. You know, you say I'm gonna go to my Black sister, I'm gonna go to my Black this, and like I had one hairstyles who changed prices on me every freaking week. You know, the people, why you go to Dominican?
Off their bills for the week.
I had experienced that, which was, you know how you hear that, but like that's not true. But I literally experienced it. I was loyal to somebody, and every time I went there, the prices changed, and I always got the same hairstyle. Even if you watch my shows and stuff, I wear the same thing. Like, I'm not like, I was looking at this like 5 hairstyle challenge. I was like, do I have 5 different hairstyles I wear? Remember you told me I'm like a cartoon character when you went to my closet, like, why you got 10 black shirts on? Plus made me realize in all my pictures I look like a cartoon character, because I like what I like, so I'll buy a lot of the same stuff that I like. But I didn't realize in my picture, that's why I ended up getting these dreads and not braids, because every time I'm on vacation, I had the same hairstyle. It was my vacation look, so I was like, let me change it up. I'm at different places. But yeah, I just was something I just literally watched it maybe Monday or Sunday, and it was just like, wow, that is so true, that the Black community has money. We just don't spread it, especially on the women aspect. That's why, you know, when women were asking me to do this locally, because, you know, I was doing my international trips, but they said, can you do a women retreat locally? I was okay, and I'm really curious. I'm going to talk about this next week, how many people really show up, how many people participate, because so many people, and I keep my receipts, I'm like, you need to do it, can you do this, when are you going to do this, when are you going to do this? People have passport and all this other stuff, they want to come together, and I want to see how many people show up, just as a experiment, you know, because it's not like I brought this up myself. It was literally women coming up to me who's like, oh, I see you do these great things. I don't have a passport, I can afford it, but what if we do something locally? Do you want to put something together? And I was like, you know what? Sure. If you want it, I'm going to go about it and do it. Think I had a lovely quest to, you know, assist me, you know, be my host, and we were pulling all this stuff together. So I'm very interested. I do have some people RSVP, but I'm still curious how many people are actually going to, at the end, show up compared to all the people who said they're coming. So we'll find out, because actions speak louder than words.
Actions speak louder than words. And then the best thing about it, since I've been doing events for decades, is all the texts and calls you get after the event, like, oh, totally forgot about it. Oh, this happened. I'm at the point in life now, I'm like, you think I care? If you show up, great, appreciate you. If you don't, I don't need your excuse. That's just the most fake and phony things. And we as a community and a culture, because a lot of us need to grow from that. Either you're going to be a part of it or you're not. Like, I literally told someone, it was like, I'm doing this event and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hello? Yeah, I see. I'm like, how are you? Because I don't even converse with you like that. And then they was like, well, like I was saying, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I'm not going, because I'm already having trips around that same time overseas, and I'm not trying to put no extra ones in between when it's only a couple of weeks in between. So, wow, I'm just letting you know, like we do have openings, and I'm like, I will not be attending. Like, I don't care if you have open. I'm trying to be open and honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
That thank you for the info, even though you was rude how you approached me, but I'm letting you know now that I will not be attending your getaway trip. You know, not trying to
Exactly.
be rude, not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not giving you the runaround because I wouldn't want nobody to give me the runaround. I'm respectfully letting you know. I hear you. It sounds great, but I have too many trips around that time and I will not be attending. So you don't have to come back to me. You don't have to do a follow up. You don't have to do none of this stuff. It's not being rude. People like that you kind of need so no one is wasting your time. Because you know how uncomfortable it is keep hitting up the same person over and over again. Like, hey, I know you said you was gonna check into this, so just a friendly reminder, did you? Or hey, because then you make it seem like we're nagging you. And we not nagging you. We're giving friendly reminders, but if you're not going to be an adult enough to just have a conversation or say yes, no, or I just don't have it, then you're the one that's making it uncomfortable. And it's just so sickening. And that's why we can't grow as people because either we want to give the runaround or we get too salty if someone tells us no.
Yeah. And like we said, we shouldn't take stuff personally. I tell people all the time, communication is key in any relationship. I don't understand why it's so hard. Because like I said, I always tell people, I always like to say life happens to everyone so people can understand that. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Life happens to me too. Like I'm not oblivious from hurt, pain, devastation or financial things.
Mm-hmm.
Like it happens. That's how we learn and that's how we grow. We're all human beings. We're in different places in our life, but life happens to all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not hard to be like, hey, I saw you interested. Blah, 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 it happened. And then, like, some people, like, this one person hit me up and was like, oh, this and stuff was happening. I was like, is it financially? Because if you need someone to sponsor you, I do have sponsors. And, we probably can make sure you're all set. If you really want to come and you feel like you're going to benefit from this, please let me know. And we can see what we can do about it. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
then they told me what was the deal, and we moved on from that. But it was just a communication. Like, it's not like it's a free event. No, we all have to eat too. I have people come in. People are going to do different things. But also it's some type of dedication. Like, oh, you're really showing up. You paid. Let me come to this. Let this be successful. But we need to communicate to one another, no matter what it is. Especially if you really want to attend, and your biggest thing is you can afford it. Don't let your ego or pride stand in the way. This is a wonderful event.
Absolutely.
So just be like, hey, I really want to come, but don't lie, be deceitful and stuff like that. We have sponsorship for that purpose, and we probably could still share information. But just communicate and
Yep.
register, ladies. Please register
Yep.
and have a great, 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 great.
Mm-hmm. And just because we have sponsorship, you're like, hey, we got a sponsor. This is for you. If you don't do your part, we're not doing ours. Period.
Mm-hmm. And that's to all the guys who's watching us because we have a lot of male fans and viewers. So please, if you want to sponsor, please hit us at WhitneySketch.com and sponsor a beautiful lady. Or if you have somebody who you want to sponsor, like your girlfriend, your wife, your sister, a friend that you like, I think will benefit from this, please let us know. We are taking sponsorship. It is just $25. It'll be a wonderful experience. And we just hope we see you guys there. Right, T Plus, yeah?
Absolutely.
We'll be well rested and so hyped.
I know. I'm super excited about it.
I am too. I'm very, very excited about it. I was speaking to some of the speakers earlier today, some of the vendors, they're excited. And I was like, so make sure you tell me exactly what you're giving away, all the little things, talking about how we want things to go. It was just really beautiful, uplifting too. And I'm like, I can't wait to everybody actually come together and it be a success because it was really, really a great conversation with the different ladies I was having conversation with today. And throughout the week, I've been people have been hitting me up throughout the week, and I was like, okay, ladies, we're getting close. Okay, okay, okay. So it has warmed my heart, but I'm excited about what we're doing, where it's going, and what's to come.
Absolutely. And I tell people, because you know me, I do a lot of hosting, especially virtually. My cheeks hurt now, but you're like, you excited? I'm like, a little bit. Not really. I don't get excited until the moment happens. Why? Because once you get on, then you see everybody. and everyone gets so excited, and then you see bloop, 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 and then you see all the people start coming in. You get super excited and be like, "Oh my gosh!"
You feed off the energy.
And then you be like, "Yes." And then you coach your host, "Welcome to the Winnie's Good." No, I think it's gonna be a beautiful thing, and I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, no matter what, it's gonna be incredible. It's gonna be uplifting. It's gonna be beautiful, and people are gonna miss out on it. And that's the sad part. But oh well.
Yeah, due diligence. I'm like, who's supposed to be there? Supposed to be there. Long as great vibe, great people. I have a list of women who already registered and everything. And it was like when I was looking at my email, I was like, oh, and I was like, okay, da put it right information together. It's beautiful, and I'm excited about it. We'll talk about it again next week. But then after that, I definitely want to start. We're gonna have some speakers on here after we do the women's retreat, so please look forward to that, people. It's gonna be a great time, a great show, great experience, and I'm just excited about life in general, because life is precious, and we're here, and I'm just excited to be here and be able to share this platform with T Quest and everybody else who tune in and who gives positive vibes and show love and see this platform that I'm on. And I just wanted to take a moment to thank you, Quest, because you pushed me to do this platform, and I have gotten so many branch off of this, like even with the YouTube channel now, like the people who want to have a show with us on their TV show, people hitting me up to want to interview me, inspiring other people to actually get passports and travel. Like that's my heart right there. Like, I just want people to travel with me or without me, professionally with me, but even without me, it just makes me feel good. So I just want to take that time to say thank you, because I was not about to do this. I'm like, I ain't about this life. Like, I like being on the back office, doing what I need to do. But it has opened my eyes and my horizon and have me more comfortable in this space. Yeah. And I come here more being just who I am. Just so people can see that, like even today, like I'm tired. My daughter was up at 3 a.m. on a freaking tablet I mentioned earlier, messing up all my sleeping patterns. Had to do the distance learning school. Was on conferences with the school yesterday because they think about doing hybrid in 2 weeks. So I'm just like, I'm tired. It's rainy outside, so y'all know when it's rainy, y'all wanna. But I couldn't. But and I come over here too to let people know, like, we're quarantined. This is who we are. No makeup, even though I don't wear makeup in here needs to be done.
I don't neither.
But I'm like, just so people can feel comfortable. If I'm this comfortable with you, I hope you feel this comfortable with me. No judgment here. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am. This is who I want to continue to be. And I just want to appreciate everybody who tunes in, who watch stuff, because people be texting me, oh, I saw you. Oh, I like your video on your YouTube.
They be watching stuff on the low.
They do. People do. Because I be getting comments and text messages for people who I'm like, you're not even on social media. Yeah, but I saw your YouTube. I was like, oh, so somebody must have told you and you checking me out. Oh. Thank you. So please still subscribe, guys, on all my social media platforms. And ladies, remember, this is the last week to register for the retreat. We don't want you to miss out until next year. So please register and make sure you're here. It's going to be a phenomenal event. You can register at www.whitneysescapes.com, or you can email me at travel@whitneysescapes.com, or thank you, T-Quest GLM. You can DM me. You're always on it, or DM T-Quest. This week it's been exciting. I'm so happy that
go to her website, go to her email, but DM me. Like,
well, because you're on social media.
I know it's just really funny when you say it like that.
It'll take me a little longer to respond, but I was wrong. But questions get it easier. Well, if you download her mobile app, you get all her stuff at Quest. So just download that. But guys, it's hump day, so get over that hump. And T-Quest got a couple of shows coming on right after this, so make sure you guys just stay online. It's rainy out, so you don't got nothing to do, nowhere to go. Stay up on social media.
Wait, no.
It's 5:40. Who's going? Like, honestly, I'm in the house.
No, what she meant was, even though it may be raining in certain areas, and some of y'all may not have much to do, but
In
regardless,
the house.
is on the
We're
air.
in a pandemic. If you outside socializing, shame on you. You know you're supposed to be in a house.
What she
It's
meant was
cold, unless you on California time.
let's be
Stay in the
clear.
house.
Did not mean just tune in because because you bored, so you
No.
might as well click because you know I'm lit even without wit. Okay, let's be clear. Oh, so yes, I do
No,
have.
not because you're bored. I'm just saying you're in the house. You're already online. She's getting on, talk about some really great information that I figure you guys you can use business wise, professionally, personally. Since you're already on and it's late, we're supposed to be in the house. I'm on the East Coast. It's cold. It's raining. So you might as well stay tuned. Get some great information for free. That's going to benefit your life. That's all I'm saying. No shade, T-Quest GLM. No shade.
Okay.
But
Okay.
until next time, guys, I'm about to be out because I'm getting hungry and I need to eat. And then I have to do mommy duties because my husband is going to a work thing or something, he said. So
That's beautiful. Wow, it's been a pleasure.
always a pleasure. You're my fave.
Wait, I've upgraded.
Oh,
Oh yeah, before we go, T quiz tip: when you get lit, wait. Now let's stop being corny. Too legit to quit. No, seriously. The tip of the week is: please, people, if you want a better life, focus on your health, focus on self, and prioritize.
yes. And when she means health, that also means travel. Google.
Oh yes, God.
Travel is very important with the health. We are going to have a show where we really talk about that, definitely in our community. And then when we are stressed or depressed and have anxiety, it's things as simple as travel can reduce that, reduce heart attacks. It's on Forbes, NBC. You can Google all the things I'm saying. We're really going to talk about just uplifting and bettering ourselves as people. Even me, I have to constantly remind myself to drink freaking water. I'm not a thirsty person, just generally. I don't drink that much. But I have to do it because I want to. I want to be here longer. I want to have a great life. So I'm going to share some personal tips, and I know T-Quest is going to chime in. But yes, keep those tips, tuck them in deep, marinate, and comment below so we can still continue this conversation. But until next time, bye.
See you later. Gonna miss you guys so much. So much. Okay.